thank you for joining me this evening. The time is currently 6:30 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a destructive thunderstorm currently producing ping-pong ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts near Rotan, Texas. If you are included in this severe thunderstorm warning, seek shelter now. Don't wait. This storm is producing life-threatening winds and very large hail. Make sure that you're getting on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows, in an interior room, preferably a storm shelter, because this is a very destructive storm here, alright? The worst of the hail is going to stay off to the west of Rotan, but the worst of the winds is kind of going right through Rotan, maybe a little bit to the west of Rotan, so it's a pretty nasty storm out there right now, alright? Again, the worst of it's staying out to the west of Rotan, luckily, near the Scott's Corner, Hobbs, Crossroads area. You need to be taking cover now. This is a very large storm, again, capable of producing ping-pong ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts here in this polygon. We do have two other severe thunderstorm warnings for this same storm here. One of them is on the back side. That part of the storm is still capable of producing 1-inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and so is the west side of the storm here. So if you're in either of those warnings, just go ahead and get indoors and you'll be fine. But if you're in this one, the big one here, you need to be taking shelter because, again, these are life-threatening conditions here. Flying lawn items that, if anybody has any loose lawn items out, they may be dangerous to people that are not in their safe spot right now, alright? So again, we do request that you take shelter right now. If you are anywhere in this severe thunderstorm warning, again, the worst of it's going to stay off to the west of Rotan, but respect the polygon. Rotan should be taking cover. Hopefully the worst of it stays off to the west of you, but again, we don't know that yet. So we've just got to assume that it'll be bad. If you didn't see our last couple streams, it's been this one supercell the whole time, but it has been producing some crazy stuff out there, and it's getting even worse, alright? Now it is producing, again, ping-pong ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. The first stream, it was barely even doing 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so now the fact that we're up to here is kind of crazy. Considering, again, it's this one supercell that has warranted 3 live streams from me. So, if that tells you anything, usually whenever I do 3 live streams, it's for many, many different supercells. It is just this one. Again, 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts are occurring with this storm, which is enough to knock over trees, power lines, potentially do some damage to weaker structures. If you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate and find a more substantial shelter. We do have Corey Gherkin on this storm right now. Unfortunately, I cannot bring his stream up for copyright reasons, obviously, but I imagine he has a beautiful look at that storm right now. I checked it out a little bit ago, and he did. We do have a couple storms up in the upper Midwest that are actually still warned for special weather statements there. That one off to the southwest of Green Bay, Wisconsin, is currently producing 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts and pea-sized hail. And then this one here in Grand Rapids, kind of off to the east of Grand Rapids now, northeast side of Grand Rapids, is producing 40-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. So if you're on either of those, make sure that you are getting indoors. But if you do that, you'll be fine, I promise. So again, the big storm right now, right, the one that we're really worried about is this one here that is currently impacting northern Fisher County there in Texas. The severe thunderstorm warning for the west side of the storm has been removed, so you're good to go back outside if you are there. Just keep in mind, just off to the east of you, there's a pretty nasty storm, so there may still be a little bit of lingering rain and maybe even a little bit of lightning out there, but that should slow down very quickly. So just to kind of read the impacts that we are expecting from this storm, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. So again, this could cause a little bit of structural damage to your weaker structures, especially mobile homes. Again, if you're in a mobile home, you should be evacuating right now in this warning and trying to find a more substantial shelter. Or you could just try to escape the storm, but that's obviously a very risky move, a very dangerous move, in fact. If you do that, just make sure you know where you are and where you're going. And with that being said, I definitely would not encourage highway travel. We do have a couple of major highways out here, 180, 70, 92, all those highways. If you are in this warning box, you should not be driving on those. Don't drive, stay alive. That's enough to tip semis over. 70-mile-per-hour winds are. Those ping-pong ball-sized hailstones are definitely going to cause some major dents in your car, and especially like crash your windshield. If that happens while you're driving out there, rain's going to be pouring into the car. There's going to be hail falling into the car. It's not going to be a good situation. So again, make sure to avoid that. And again, I mean, Corey Gherkin is in front of this thing right now. So the warning has gotten removed for the backside of this storm. So pretty much what I said with the other warning that got removed kind of remains true here. You can go ahead and get outside again if you really need to, but just keep in mind there's still going to be some moderate to heavy rainfall there and also a little bit of lightning. But that activity should slow down very quickly. So it's still probably not great conditions to go outside. It's definitely not pleasant out there, but it's not dangerous to go outside anymore. We do actually have a strong storm out here in Nevada. Right now, we do have a strong thunderstorm impacting portions of central Nevada, currently producing wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. It's really just some gusty showers out here. They're not really thunderstorms. But it's going to be moving towards Crawford relatively soon. Or is it moving the other direction? No, it's going to go off to the north of Crawford, it looks like. It was much more intense a few more scans ago. Or a few scans ago, I should say. Not a few more scans ago. Anyway. I'm actually going to take a look at Corey Gherkin's live feed. Again, unfortunately, I can't bring that up on stream, but I'm going to take a look at it here. It's got 50 people watching him right now on the Radar Omega app, and wow. And that is just an incredible view. That is one of the best storm views I think I've ever seen. That is like, wow. Okay, then. Sorry. Oh, that was a really bad voice crack. Sorry I've been silent. I'm getting a picture ready right now. Give me just a second here. The thumbnail I have right now for the stream is kind of ugly. I wish I could replace that right now, but unfortunately there's no real good way for me to do that. Can't do it through my computer right now because I'm live with it, and then I also can't do it through my iPad. Oh well. I'll just update it to the thumbnail after the stream's over, and then use it for the next stream if I do have another one. And I mean, that is just an incredible view there that Corey Gherkin has. Again, one of the... that is like... whew. It's like not even that impressive of a storm. It's just the view that he's got is so nice. I mean, it is the picture-perfect storm. Picture-perfect supercell in terms of what it actually looks like in real life. I guess I shouldn't say that, because a supercell, if it's picture perfect, obviously it brings like a major tornado threat. That's definitely not there with this. If you tuned into the last streams, I'm not expecting any tornadoes today. The tornado threat is overall very low. Not even a marginal risk for tornadoes is in effect. if we were to maybe very potentially see a tornado, it would be somewhere in this area, like Hawley. But again, that's a very low threat right now. Very, very low, in fact. And again, you guys, Corey Gherkin. I did not mean to bring that up. If you guys do have the Radar Omega app, check that out. Because, I mean, I think he's even live on YouTube on Livestorms Media, I think is the channel. If he is live, that he would be live on right now. So, I mean, that is just an insanely impressive view. It's not as good anymore because he's driving again, kind of into the storm now. But it was really great before. You could see, like, the entire storm structure. Because it is just a very, like, isolated occurrence. I shouldn't say it's a small storm, because it's definitely doing big impacts, but it's an isolated storm that is doing big impacts. Again, there's most of the storm structure there. Wow, the visibility is way down. Again, I'm watching this live right now on Corey Gherkin's feed on the Radar Omega app. Yeah, the visibility is way reduced, especially over, like, open fields, even. It's where you can tell the best. Because, trees are going to block your view anyway, but once you really see what it looks like, even whenever there's nothing out there except for corn, you can see how much the visibility is reduced from that. A severe thunderstorm watch will remain in effect until 10 p.m. Central Time here for portions of northwest Texas. This does include Abilene as well as Sweetwater in Texas. It also includes Graham. Those are the 3 big cities included in that. Not too populated of an area. There's less than 250,000 people in this, I do believe, but still pretty intense storm out there right now close to Rotan. Again, this entire watch, I mean, it's turned out that it's just this one supercell. We may have another one back here trying to do something close to Close City. Ironically, to Close City, but all the storm juice is already sucked out of this area by this little guy. Not little guy, it's a big guy. It's always really cool when you can actually see the dry line on radar. This is the dry line right here. Well, it looks like a bunch of showers. That's actually our dry line. And today its area's off to the east of it. We're gonna be watching for severe weather. I'm pretty sure that Corey Gherkin just saw a cloud to ground strike on his stream there. Again, I highly suggest you check that out if you are interested in, like, storm video. Even if you're not, it's just a very impressive thing. Freddy McKinney might be heading down there tomorrow. So I don't know how long ago he sent that chat message. I wasn't checking. Yeah, Freddy McKinney might be heading down. And then also, well, maybe not for, like, an event tomorrow. I don't think he will be. But maybe he's heading down there tomorrow to go to an event Thursday. If that's what you mean, then yeah, I'd say that's a definite possibility. Also, Vince Welty's already getting in position for Thursday. They may have a little bit of a pre-storm down there on Wednesday. But, I mean, most of the activity is going to be on Thursday, alright? Okay, so again, if you're just now tuning in, you have a live look at a severe thunderstorm currently producing ping-pong ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts close to the city of Rotan, Texas. If you're included in this warning, seek shelter immediately. We will get a new severe thunderstorm warning soon for this storm because this warning does expire in 2 minutes, and this is definitely still a severe limit storm. It may not be quite as intense anymore, but it's still very impressive wind-wise, like structure-wise. And it's this one big supercell we're concerned about. This is going to be heading towards this general vicinity. This general vicinity, you're basically guaranteed to get storms at this point. Again, like, we're only worried about really like 4 counties here for the rest of the tonight. In total from this event, we were only worried about, like 9 counties here. Or it turned out only about 9 counties are going to get real, strong to severe storms. Everybody else in this watch box is good. And it was a very small watch box, so the fact that still only half of it actually got severe weather, I mean, this is a very isolated occurrence, as I said at the beginning of the first stream. You can just tell by how small that slight risk is. It only includes a sliver there of northwest Texas. It's really not very big. And it includes, like, you know, even just like a sliver of a county, if we're including like slivers of counties, it still only includes like 20 counties. Alright, so that severe thunderstorm warning has now expired, and they actually did not reissue this. I'm guessing they will any second, though, because this is still definitely doing severe limit winds. Freddy McKinney, these next few days look crazy. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're not the real Freddy McKinney. Oh my gosh, wait. Is this really? Is that actually Freddy McKinney? Holy cow. If you look at his channel, it says he has 87K. Is that actually him? If that is actually him, that may be, not even maybe, that is definitely the biggest channel that has ever watched one of my streams before. If that's actually him, that's insane. Wow. Oh, and I just now realized that was John McKinney that was chatting earlier. Wow. This is actually the real, wow. I am literally speechless right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep up the great work. Thank you. That means a lot. By the way, this storm did just get severe warned. Still 70-mile-per-hour damage and wind gusts and half dollar-sized hail. Take cover if you are included in this warning. That does include Robbie and Rotan. Rotan, this is almost past you. Just give it a few more minutes. Okay, that is insane. Again, thank you so much. That is crazy. Again, thank you so much. That means a lot. I honestly did not think that was even the real him. That is insane. Wow. That might be one of the craziest moments in any of my live streams ever. I'm still, like, in shock. That was actually him. Wow. Okay. I think I've got the idea in my head now that that was actually him, and I'm still kind of trying to process it. Holy cow. Okay. Again, at first I was like, there's no way that's him. But no, it actually is. I am actually speechless. Okay. My dad told me about your channel. I think you're doing great. Thank you so much. Again, that means a lot. Thank you. Again, that has literally just made my day. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is an insane storm structure view that Corey Gherkin has right now. I mentioned it earlier. I took a screenshot of it, and it was ridiculous. It is a very impressive storm structure, and I think most of it is actually that he's just got an incredible view of it. Like, I do think it's a big supercell, obviously, but I think most of it is the view that he's got. Oh, wait, no. I accidentally brought that up on stream, and I was like, oh, wait, I can't do that. Alright, again, this is still a very strong storm. And I'm still kind of processing that Freddy McKinney is in my chat right now. But I think I've kind of processed this, and I'm ready to get back to covering. That actually made me so happy, though. Again, that's literally made my day. That is definitely the best part of my day. Again, at first, I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way that's actually him. I seriously did not believe it, but wow. And I should have noticed it at first whenever John McKinney was chatting. I was like, I didn't even think about it, that apparently that was him. But yeah, that's him, too. He's also a really good storm chaser. Alright, anyway, back into coverage mode here. We have got, again, a damaging storm here, close to Rotan and Roby. What? I'm live. No, thank you. Okay, sorry about that, but anyway. Again, we've got a very impressive supercell right now, close to Roby and Rotan here in Texas. That is producing 70 mile per hour damage and wind gusts in half a dollar-sized hail here. Again, if you're included in this warning, you need to be taking cover. This is a very dangerous storm to mess around with. This, again, is mainly just damaging winds, but we may have a little bit of rotation trying to develop there near Pledger. Again, not much is really, you know, telling me that this is Tornadic yet. But, I mean, it's definitely an impressive damaging wind event here. Again, it's this one supercell that we've been watching all day long. And it has only continued to get stronger and stronger. And has a pretty good supercell shape there. And, you know, if we were watching for rotation to develop, it would be somewhere in here. Actually, maybe here. And that's kind of where that little velocity couplet was, wasn't it? Kinda. So, I don't know. We may see something here. I don't think, again, I really don't think there's going to be a tornado out of this, but we may see some intensity grow on this velocity couplet. Again, at the very least, this is a pocket of very high winds west of Sylvester, but that could be some form of rotation there. And you can kind of see there's a little bit of inflow, it appears. I still cannot believe Freddy McKinney was in my stream chat. I honestly never thought this would happen. That makes me so happy. Again, at first I was like, oh great, a fake Freddy McKinney, but no, that's real. That's actually him. That is crazy. I never thought I would have had a chance to communicate with him. Freddy was saying the outflow from the storm might enhance the day tomorrow, therefore he might leave tonight to try to get down there for tomorrow. Huh. Man, I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah. That could definitely enhance things. Stormrunner Media. Oh my gosh, that's actually Stormrunner Media. I literally mentioned them earlier because they're live with Storm Chasers. What is happening? Oh my gosh. This is insane. Again, thank you guys so much. This has made my day. That is crazy. Holy cow, that makes me so happy right now. Oh, thank you so much. You found this in your recommended? That's so cool. Again, thank you so much. This is... like, the best stream I think I've ever done. This is definitely the happiest stream I've ever had. It's so cool to get to see actual weather YouTubers that I watch all the time in my stream chat. Again, this is something that I never thought would happen, let alone whenever I have 900 subscribers. Again, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Storm. Again, yeah, this is a big day for me. The dream team of Storm Chasers just pulled up. Yeah, I mean, they really did. Next thing you know, Ryan Hull just hops on. He's like, hey, what's up? Then we get James Spann in here somehow. I would honestly laugh so hard if that happened. I would probably cry at the same time. Because that would, like, tears of joy, not tears of sadness. Again, thank you all so much. Again, this has been the happiest I think I've been all day, potentially even all week. This has really given me some encouragement for sure. Anyway, I feel like I should kind of continue to cover this, because, you know, this is an ongoing storm, producing 70-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts and half dollar-sized hail there. And again, maybe a little bit of rotation associated with this southeast of Robbie. And I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. Again, the hail threat has kind of diminished on this, but the damaging wind threat is definitely there. I imagine we're going to see some sort of report out of the Rotan area. If not, you know, a damaging wind gust report, at least some wind damage reports. Let's go back up to our storms in the upper Midwest here for just a second. The storm off to the east of Grand Rapids is, my goodness, that is really impressive, honestly, storm structure-wise. At least in terms of that hail core. That is really impressive hail for not being severe warned. A lot of it looks worse than it really is because we're so close to the radar site, but geez. That might even get severe warned soon. I would watch out for that one. This one south of Green Bay is also a pretty strong storm, but it's really, at this point, it's kind of down to some gusty showers with maybe some small hail embedded in there somewhere. This is really trying to, you know, gain some inflow here in this little area. It's trying to pick up a little bit of rotation. It really is. And yeah, I mean, you can see it on the velocities there for sure. It's definitely, again, at the very least, that's a pocket of very high winds. But we may have some sort of rotation trying to develop there. So again, I would really watch out in the track of this. Connor Croff, are you kidding me? Hey, what? Hold on, what? Guys, this is insane. Oh my gosh, I'm actually freaking out right now. Connor Croff, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm about to start crying on stream. Dude. What? Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. This is actually the happiest I've ever been making any sort of content on my channel, I'm pretty sure. This is incredible. Thank you guys. Really. You guys have literally made my day. Not just my day. At this point, you guys have made my month. I honestly, it's been a little rough. April has for me, but this has really made up for everything that's happened. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm still actually freaking out. Dude, there's no way. There is no actual way. Oh my gosh. Okay, aside from what's happening right now in this stream, alright, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. I heard the alert sound. It is there in central Michigan for that storm I was talking about. It is warned for 1 inch in diameter hail, so if you're in Portland, make sure that you are getting indoors as well as Lania. It may even be doing larger than 1 inch hail. So, you gotta look out for that one. We mentioned that earlier. That's a very large hail maker. And again, this one, southeast of Robbie, is trying to rotate, actually. It's honestly forming a pretty decent velocity couplet. It would not shock me if this did get some sort of tornado warning down the line, whether that be a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag, or just a tornado warning in general. Again, one supercell is causing all these problems today. It's been one cell, and it's caused 70-mile-per-hour winds, ping-pong ball-sized hail, for so long. I have to show them what I got. I'm definitely doing that. I'm still a little freaking out, but yeah, anyway, this is the velocity couplet here. This is off to the west of 1085 there. Again, we're kind of southeast of Robbie. Luckily, this is a very rural area. But this storm is going to be heading for Trent relatively soon. It's going to be off to the east of Sweetwater, alright? Sweetwater's a very big city down here in northwest Texas. So again, you gotta look out for that one. That's pretty bad. Again, I am a little worried about this. This is taking it... earlier I was like, there's no way this goes tornadic, but now, you know, it's close. Ryan Shaw's on that storm? Okay. Yeah, he's not on the Radar Omega app, but I do know who Ryan Scholl is. He's a pretty awesome storm chaser as well. But I took a look at Corey Gherkin's view, and man, it's crazy. Alright, so let's wait for this velocity update here. Again, now it's going to be somewhere south of Sylvester. Yeah, the inflow does look insane. It's really trying to rotate pretty good here. Yeah, you all are awesome chasers. Alright, let's wait for this velocity update here. And there you go. Again, it's still really trying to rotate there. It's trying. I think the next severe thunderstorm warning that we get may have the tornado possible tag on it, if I had to guess. And that will get issued relatively soon, because this storm is getting close to the edge of this warning box here. Let's go back up to our severe storm here in Michigan. Yeah, I'm also happy about 13 viewers. How long have I been into weather? It would have actually been on the March 31st, 2023. That big old tornado outbreak. It was very significant. So, over a year now. And, again, that was insane. Especially for my area. I can't obviously go too into detail. I know it was crazy for a lot of people, but I have a really insane story in particular, I feel like, from that event. But yeah, anyway, that's when I got into weather. That was whenever I was like, okay, it's time. And I didn't start doing weather videos until probably 3 or 4 months later, because obviously I don't want to start making weather videos whenever I know not that much about the weather, and I still obviously have tons to learn, but I definitely know more than I did a year ago. At least I hope I do. Again, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Again, there's your velocity couplet there. I'm trying to cover this storm while simultaneously freaking out. And again, this is going to go really close to Trent. So we should get a new velocity update here any minute. And now you're, okay, so yeah, the velocity couplet's definitely a little bit messier now. It's definitely not as impressive rotation-wise, but I'd still be looking out for that. Again, that's close to 1085 there. That is Farm to Market Road. 1085. Again, this is to the south of Sylvester, Texas. Let's go back up to our storm in Michigan here for just a sec. And yeah, it's still definitely producing large to very large hail northwest of Saranac. Very large hail there, for sure. It's kind of weird to see severe thunderstorm warnings in the same area as a freeze watch. It's definitely not the craziest thing I've ever seen, though. There have been times... Okay, by the way, this storm has been downgraded to 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts, so you can leave your safe place now if you really absolutely need to, but I would still be getting indoors and away from windows because of that large hail threat, and then also the damaging winds are still pretty significant. But anyway, I've seen tornado warnings in the same spots as blizzard warnings before. That was up here in Nebraska. I think I saw that once in California even, too, and that was insane. From Phoenix, Arizona, fantastic forecaster. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Again, it's a pretty good supercell shape there. You once saw a severe ELTE. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Can you clarify what a SVELT is? Oh, your phone keeps correcting? Gotcha. My dad chased a tornado warning and a blizzard warning about a month ago. Yeah, that, there have been a couple times that I've seen that, but that's obviously a very rare situation. Yeah, I've only been into weather for about a year, but I've dedicated a lot of time into this to learn as much as possible, because now, I mean, it's a dream job to be, you know, either a storm chaser or, you know, even if I just kept doing stuff like this, like YouTube Lives, very bright future ahead, thank you so much. That's why it seems like I don't know English. Alrighty. So anyway, let's take another look at our storm up here in Michigan. Again, this is off to the east of Grand Rapids. Currently producing very large hail northwest of Saranac. It's great to see other people supporting you, Davis. You deserve the support. Thank you so much, Bone Mama, Arizona. I had to pop out, maybe. That was already asked. Pop out. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, I still don't think I understand. If you're this smart right now, I can only imagine how far you can go. You do their breakdowns better than me. Thank you so much. I don't think that's true, but thank you so much. We do have a new special weather statement warning storm up here in northeast Michigan now. Warned for 40-mile-per-hour winds and half-inch hail near Bad Axe. The rotation's not actually nearly as impressive as it looks there. It's just because we're so far away from the radar site. Unfortunately, it's a pretty bad radar hole in northeast Michigan. Again, you guys, this has been an insane stream. I don't want to end off yet, but I just want to mention this has been the craziest stream I've done in my entire life. And we're down to 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. We've never been higher than that today, but, I mean, the ones that we do have are relatively significant. We got the one up there in Michigan producing massive hail. And that is a very impressive hail core there, northwest of Saranac. I did a really bad job circling that, but you get the gist. And also, maybe producing some form of gusty winds at least, but I don't really think it's a damaging wind event by any means. Again, Corey Gherkin is on the storm down here in Texas. He's in a pretty good spot to intercept this here. Again, I'm expecting a new severe thunderstorm warning to be issued for this shortly because it's about to leave the warning box here. And it's still definitely at severe limits, at least. So a live look at Mount Shasta. It's always nice to look at Mount Shasta. Especially whenever it's not all dreary out. Again, it's been one supercell so far that's been the big old problem. We'd have a couple of smaller storms out here near Post, but again, all the storm juice, that's what I like to call it, all the storm juice has already been sucked out of this area from this supercell, because this supercell actually started almost in this exact same area here. I gotta go, Davis, but great work, keep it up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, this has really been amazing for me. If that was warned for 70 mile per hour wind gusts, would it set off? Yes. No, it does not. 80 mile per hour winds does, but 70 does not. I feel like I'm talking so fast. I don't know if you guys can tell how excited I am, but I'm packing my suitcase while listening in the background. Gotcha. I will be tuning into your stream tomorrow. I mean, I probably would have anyway, even if you didn't chat here, but now I definitely am. So again, if there is any sort of rotation with this storm, it's going to be right there close to the road there near 1085. Yeah, I believe Freddy's chasing the enhanced. If you're not aware, we have so many days in a row of severe weather expected. Today, slight risk. Tomorrow, marginal risk. Thursday, enhanced risk. Friday, slight risk. Saturday, slight risk. Sunday, slight risk. And it just keeps going on and on. Like, this is peak of severe weather season, most likely, for 2024. Alright, the supercell is becoming a little bit less organized here. Despite the lack of, I'm going to call it again, storm juice out here, these little rain showers could be producing maybe some isolated pockets of heavy rain and a little bit of lightning, but outside of that, I'm not expecting too many major impacts from those. We have this one, south of Sweetwater, that has kind of popped up, chasing every day between tomorrow and Sunday. Wow. That'll be big. I'm excited to watch. But yeah, this one is kind of popping up here. The environment's not as good as this one is, so I doubt it's going to get to this size. But this could still become severe, potentially. Imagine if Pico's Hake pops in. That would be incredible. This is still incredible. Boardness Gaming. Hello. He's your idol? Yeah. I have a lot of idols in the weather community. a lot of them being here in the stream, funnily enough. Again, these little showers up here, they're trying to develop maybe some sort of storm. Despite the lack of energy out there right now. The lack of storm juice, as I've been calling it. Again, I do expect this to get rewarned for another severe thunderstorm warning. It is definitely dying out, though. Nowhere near as impressive anymore. If anybody has any questions about their location, go ahead and leave those down below in chat. Try to answer them accurately. And honestly, again, that's your storm there in your Saranac. It is producing some large hail there for sure. We'll wait to see if we get any reports out of that area. Again, if you do have any severe weather encounters today, make sure to report those into your local National Weather Service. Our flash flood warning, by the way, has expired now down here in southwest Texas. But a little bit of street flooding may still occur. So we definitely had some heavy rain there for a little bit. Again, if there is any rotation left with this storm here, it's going to be right in there. But I don't think it's going to go tornadic. There was a moment where I had to rethink what I said earlier, though, about that. So we'll see if that tries to pop up again as something big. But it's pretty obvious on the reflectivity as well that the supercell is becoming much more unorganized here. Temps for Long Island tonight. Let's do it. All right. So, I don't know why I tried to look at the radar to find out the temperatures. Let's take a look at the, we'll do the NAM 12K. I'm looking at Dias, AFE, Texas right now. That storm looks insane. I'll take a look at that after this if I do remember. Alright, so again, temperatures here for Long Island. Alright. Zoom it in right there. This is right now. You're sitting at about 60 degrees, a little under 60 degrees. That's obviously going to continue to drop throughout the nighttime hours. And, I mean, these cooler temps definitely take over here for most of this area. In eastern Long Island, they're going to kind of get there first, but western Long Island is still going to get quite a bit of cool air there. And then the next day, it's going to be pretty similar. You're going to be in the 60s, but this one is going to be much cooler. You could even call this one an Arctic blast coming in here to western Long Island tomorrow night. I guess not an Arctic blast because you don't even get below freezing, but still... You may have a little bit of frost out there. You're sitting at about 38, 39 degrees in that general vicinity for a little bit. So, it's going to get cold out there over the next couple of nights. For sure. It got severe warned. You must be talking about a storm that we already saw, because there are no new severe warnings. Unless my thing is just really slow. But Radar Omega's usually the best. It's a severe weather statement. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, Ryan Hall is definitely cool. Again, this supercell, I mean, it's not nearly as impressive as it was. For a while there, it was very concerning. At the very least, for those destructive winds and large hail. And this one near Augustus, again, it's trying to do something here. We might have to watch that, see if it gets a special weather statement or anything soon. Ryan will go live for the enhance if it is a 10% hatched. I know that's how he does it. If it's not a 10% hatched on the Tornado, I guess I should have specified that, but if it's not a 10% hatched on the Tornado, he might still, Andy might still go live, Andy Hill. Alright, let's turn back on the day one outlook here. Alright, again, much less impressive storm structure now. This may still get severe warned again, though. Now I'm starting to watch this little, not really supercell, but this little cell here close to Augustus along Highway 84. That's a major highway in Texas. What program are you using? I'm using Radar Omega. Not a sponsor, but maybe one day. I am using the max subscription, but you can do a lot of this stuff even, without any subscription. This costs about, $8 or $9 to download, but it is definitely worth it. This is the most capable radar app I've ever seen. Especially considering you can download it on your phone. You don't have to do it on the computer like I am today. I'm just doing this, obviously, for, for streaming purposes, but you can get this app on your phone, and this is the kind of stuff that they use on TV. Like, your local meteorologists, they use something similar to this. They probably don't use Radar Omega, but they use something similar to this. It's that level of capabilities, almost. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning, I do believe. Maybe not. Okay. I think what happened was it was my stapler. I picked it up and it made a noise. 15 viewers. Wow, that might be a record. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in right now. I'll try to keep the stream going here for a little bit. Alright, so let's go back up here to the Portland area in Michigan. This severe thunderstorm warning has been condensed, but it still remains in effect. The hail core is definitely less impressive than it was, but it still might be doing some nickel to quarter-sized hail, very potentially. GR level 3 is detecting a rotation on that severe weather statement. Where's that again? I mean, the velocities on here, if the rotation thing that you're looking at, if it's like an automatic feature that says it's rotation, it might be detecting this as rotation, but I honestly wouldn't say it was as significant as it was earlier. It's near Sweetwater. Yeah, that's this one here. Again, this is still a supercell, and it might even get another severe thunderstorm warning, but actually, he said it got a severe weather statement. I wonder if that severe weather statement is it saying that they're going to drop the severe warning. By the way, we do have a new mesoscale in effect here. Or no, this is not new. This expires in 22 minutes. I don't know why I thought this was new, but they pointed out severe storm risk should increase during the next few hours. Isolated large hail and severe winds are the main concern. I'd say that kind of played out in that general area as well. And it was a one supercell thing, but that one was all it took. This has probably been my favorite thing too. Thank you so much. Again, this is wow, incredible. Are you gonna go live until this warning drops? Even when that warning drops, I mean, we've still got this one up here in Michigan. And I really think this one's going to get reissued, too, potentially. At least for a special weather statement. Wow, 17 viewers. And this is definitely the most viewers I've ever had at once. So thank you guys for that. This storm is now producing lightning close to Augustus, Texas, once again. I'm going to turn my volume up on my computer here so that if a new warning gets issued, we can see that, but I'm researching something pretty quickly here. 19 viewers, wow. Thank you, W. Yeah, for me that's a W. That is a lot of, I think that's the most viewers I've ever had on my stream at once, for sure. So again, thank you guys all for the support. Just a second here. I still cannot believe this stream. I'm still kind of shocked that there are so many famous storm chasers that tuned into my stream here. Alright. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we do have... Okay, so this storm did actually... I really doubt that the Sweet Water Storm has a rotation. Yeah, it's probably not really there at all anymore. We do have a new special weather statement. This is going to be for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. So they are likely going to drop the severe thunderstorm warning for this and leave it at a special weather statement. But that does include the city of Abilene. So if you're including that... Again, make sure that you are going ahead and getting indoors when that storm approaches, just because of the lightning threat, if not anything else. It's still also doing large hail and damaging winds, though, very possibly. All right. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support. I've said it like at least 50 times now, but I used to live at Abilene. It was fun. I have been to Texas, and it's very fun down there. I would agree with that. I actually went down to Galveston. And it was on that trip that my first ever video was created. And my second ever video. I do not recommend watching those videos, but that is a pretty historical trip for me, because that was the start of this channel. Again, those are very bad videos, but you saw a tornado there? Wow. All right. Oh, wow, we just got a lot of new subscribers. Thank you, guys. Destroyed a fence. Yikes. Alright. So, again, our storms up here in northwest Texas, they are trying to materialize, but they're going to have a hard time considering there's not too much juice up here. One was me. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. We did just get a new special weather statement here in Michigan. That's going to be for a storm producing 40-mile-per-hour winds and half-inch hail close to Dayton and Millington, as well as Cass City. Our storm near Grand Rapids, that has kind of died off, but a new one has kind of taken its place here, and it's doing, again, very impressive hail. In 1 minute, we're going to be left with no severe warnings if another one doesn't get issued. And if that is the case, I think that we might actually probably stay live, just because I know a lot of people in chat have a lot of questions for the storm chasers here, so I'm going to, obviously let them speak to them. I'm hyped they're in my chat, so I'm sure everybody else is too. Especially if you've been watching this channel for a while. You know it's been a journey. And now we're at this point where I still can't even... Again, I cannot thank you guys enough. This has really made my day. Alright, so we now have no severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, so that's good, but this storm is still very strong. And it even has the intensification possible tag on it still, so it may actually get reissued as another severe warning. Alright. Anyway, it was terrifying. Yeah, Rolling Fork must have been terrifying. That was a few days before I got into weather. I wish I was into weather then, because that was obviously an incredibly horrific event. And we have not seen anything like that since. If you're not aware, the Rolling Fork tornado caused dozens of casualties. The entire town of Rolling Fork was demolished. There was nothing left. Water towers were destroyed. Residents were trapped in homes. It was a very scary thing, even just to see that happened. You live by North Alabama. I have another viewer from the North Alabama area. I have a viewer in Huntsville. GR level 3, stop that possible tornado. Yeah, that's probably accurate, because there's definitely no rotation with this whatsoever at this point. Great work. Davis will continue to follow your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. You were the first one to tune in, and I really appreciate it. This is crazy. Madison, Alabama. Oh, that's pretty darn close to the Huntsville area. I remember doing a weather forecast vid of the day and just thinking that this would be a tornado outbreak on steroids for Rolling Fork. It definitely turned out to be that. And it wasn't just the Rolling Fork tornado. There was also Amory, Mississippi on that same day. There was also, what's its name? Silver City. I couldn't think of its name for a second. But yeah, there were multiple intense tornadoes on that day. I still can't believe what's happened this stream. I really still can't. Oh, we do have a new special weather statement up here in Northeast California. It must not be new. It expires in 12 minutes. It's for a storm producing 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. That was a special weather statement warned closer to the Weed area earlier, and I tried looking at it on the Mount Shasta cam, but then I realized this points south. I really thought it pointed north, but no, it points to the south towards Mount Shasta. Like the actual mountain. So, anyway, I think we are going to go ahead and end off the stream here. I doubt I'll be live again tonight. The severe weather threat has slowed down a significant amount here. Davis, we got a call after this and discuss what just happened. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that as soon as I end here. I'm calling you. So again, thank you all for tuning in. It has been the best stream I've ever done. And I will see you guys in the next